Everyone, welcome back to Yellow Cottage Soapery. I am making an ocean soap in my 12 bar mold from Brambleberry, and I did Ocean Life before. I don't know, I have another video, and I just put a little piece of like melt and pour. I had coral reef, a shell, and I think a fish on each bar. I'm going to do the same idea. The bottom layer is going to kind of look like sand, and I'm going to put a little bit of poppy seeds in it just for texture. And then on top I'm going to just combine a pretty blue and a white. And then I found, let me tell you first the fragrance description. It's called Ocean Waves, and it is a clean blend with subtle notes of citrus, combined with floral notes of jasmine and lavender with a background of musk and wood notes. And it's the perfect scent for it when you think of ocean and all that. So I had gone to Target and walked by these around like an end cap. These little adorable, and you guys know I live by the ocean, so this stuff, like I've been out of Ocean Life since the first week I made it, and I've been meaning to remake it, and I'll probably do a batch tonight and then do another batch tomorrow night in the same mold because I only have one of those 12 bar molds. But these have little sea turtles, octopus, a stingray, which I just dropped, a stingray. We have Ripley's Aquarium here. If you ever get to Myrtle Beach, it's the coolest aquarium. But they have stingray. You can actually, you know, touch them. They have sharks. It's just a really cool thing to do with your family. But I have crabs. That didn't sound right. I have crabs. Oh my gosh. Lobsters. And sharks, which I originally wanted all sharks because, you know, Shark Week is coming on, I think it's Discovery Channel, and I love Shark Week. I'm fascinated by sharks. So I have a couple of those, and yeah, there's more that came in them, like a walrus and a penguin, stuff like that, which I'll use those later on. But these are the ones I picked, so one will go on each bar of soap. And I'm going to use, like I said, blue, and then I'm going to use just a tiny bit of gold to give me like a beige sandy color. So hopefully the fragrance doesn't do anything crazy on me. But we're going to get started. I did read today that there was a couple, they think they were shark. They said it was marine bites, like marine animals. They don't know for sure if it was sharks. Up at 76th Ave, which is where we go to the beach when we do go. I don't go very often. I'd rather go to the pool. I'm not huge on the beach. I know that's probably crazy to some people that would love to go to the beach, but it's never been my favorite thing. I think I'd rather live like in the mountains. But my husband surfs, and so I'll go and watch him or whatever. But it scares me for him to surf because he's surfed forever. He's lived here a long time. But I read an article that they had 4 people bit, and they just said marine animals. They don't know for sure if it was sharks. They're still looking into it. And usually a lot of the... that happens a lot near the pier because people fish by the pier and there's live bait in the water, and they also gut their fish and throw the remains back in. Now I just measured out 12 ounces. I figured I would put about an ounce in each one. I'm going to just go a little bit more just to make sure I have enough. But yeah, so you're not supposed to fish near the pier, or I mean, you're not supposed to swim or surf or anything near the pier, but people still do it, and I don't understand why they do that. It's like asking for trouble. And then there was a group of teenagers here that went down on the beach. I just read this article a couple days ago, and they were swimming. The kid was swimming by the pier. He was a teenager. I don't know how old, but exactly. He went. It was nighttime, which you shouldn't do that either. swimming near the pier, and they couldn't find him. The Coast Guard was here, and I don't think they ever found him. So people just don't seem to respect the ocean. I want more blue than white. They don't seem to respect it, and I won't go in past my knees. I don't like to not know what's under me. It freaks me out. And then when you hear all this stuff that's happening to people, the shark attacks and all that, it really freaks me out. And my girls, when we first moved back down here, I got married, they have their own surfboards, and they were learning to surf with Mark. And now I'm scared to death to let them go out there, and I feel like I'm being, not letting them have fun or whatever, but my gosh, it's so scary to me. They're not as interested in it anyway as they were when they were little, but when you figure the amount of visitors that Myrtle Beach gets every year, it's like, I don't even know how many. And the number of shark attacks, yes, I mean, it's a very low chance of anything happening, but there's still a chance. I want this to be whiter. Yeah, that'll be alright for sand. I'm not too picky. It's such a pretty blue. It has like an iridescent on top. It's so pretty. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and add some fragrance here. It smells so good. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put some poppy seeds in here. I don't want a ton. Maybe just a little bit more. I'm just going to spray this with a little bit of rubbing alcohol. I find that it helps it just kind of set up, or at least forms a little coat on the top. So if I want to, you know, pour into it, I think I'm going to do just a little bit of white, just kind of drizzled. Kind of like when you see the sand and then you're going towards the water and it's foamy. I don't know if that even makes sense, but, and then I'm going to put a big old crab or a lobster on top, so I don't know, but you get the idea. But I think I'll make another batch tomorrow night. I wish I had another mold so I could do it all at once, but I'm excited. I had a big order, well, a sample order go overseas. I won't say anything more about it until I know for sure, but I sent a bunch of samples overseas that someone ordered, and there's hope for a whole bunch more. Plus, I just got another wholesale account. So my mom says, you need a bigger production area, and she is probably right. And I need to make things in larger quantities, but I like to make use my 10 bar mold for new fragrances, and then if they're popular, I can order a larger bottle, make a larger batch. But I do use my slab molds for certain soaps that I like black raspberry vanilla, and I don't always video it because sometimes I just whip it up real quick, and I know I already have a video of it. But yeah, I'm gonna have to start. But I just love doing small batches. I can't get away from it, and I know that I need to do larger batches, but I just love new fragrances. I just ordered some more yesterday. I just love new fragrances and trying new colors and designs, and I'm all into mixing my colors right now and coming up with my own. I was really excited, the soap I just made, Cool Springs, because I use green a lot. Green is one of my main colors in a lot of my soaps because, like florals, I use it for the green or the leaves or whatever. So I'm always ordering greens. Well, I've had 2 of them morph on me this past week from a company that I ordered, which will remain nameless, but I will never order again from them. So tonight I mixed sky blue and neon green and did 2 different color greens, and they came out awesome. The colors did. So I'm like, I just can mix my own green. And really, if you just have, like, if you're new into soaping, get like your primary colors, you know, orange, yellow, blue, red, you know, green, and then mix them to make your purple, make, you know, and that way you don't have to buy a whole bunch to start out. Just, you know, blend them yourself, and if you want to know what it looks like before, I just put it in and mix it and add if I want to. But if you feel more comfortable, you can just add it, like pre-mix it and do a few colors in a cup until you like it. But I have a million colors, and I told myself I am not ordering any more. I can make my own colors with what I have, and I've been so good because there's a couple that I love that I'm out of. But I've tried to be really good, and oh, this is so cool. Can you guys see? I hope. Okay. This is so, I don't know, it's like marbly and really pretty. Almost looks like I have like an aqua in there as well. If you guys can see, I'll hold it up so you can see better. This looks like ribbony. So cool. Alright, let me tap this down as best I can, and then I'm going to go ahead and... I should have put it on a cookie sheet. It would have been easier to tap down, but... I'm just going to kind of add the rest so it sticks up, and I'll texture it once it firms up a little bit, and then I will put the little animals on it. I am back. I'm going to unmold this Ocean Life soap. Aww. Looks like sand. It's cute. And a little turtle. I like the shark. I like this mold. It makes cute little soaps. Keep pushing the table. I like the hermit crab. Or, yeah, I think it... I don't know if it's a hermit crab. It's just a crab. And an octopus. It really looks like sand and water. Ooh! And there's the stingray. Okay guys, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you on the next video.